I'm Samantha Drugel.
And I'm Chancey Boyce. Welcome to the 23rd fully live broadcast of Lotus Leaf Live, remotely from our home homes, where we'll be broadcasting the news every Friday.
This week we'll be delivering several important school announcements, and we'll be showcasing our picture books and preschoolers class and interviewing Miss Bonham about prom.
Today is Friday, March 19th, 2021, and this is Lotus Leaf Live.
Our school administration wants to assure parents and students that there is a plan being set into motion to hold an outdoor, in-person commencement ceremony for graduation on June 4th. In case of inclement weather, the ceremony may be rescheduled for the 5th or the 6th. District will continue to send updates as time goes on.
Seniors, if you want to wear a cap and a gown at graduation, they have to be purchased by April 10th. They can be purchased on the Jostens website under Monroe High Products, from where they will be shipped to your house.
In addition to that, some of our seniors may have seen the flyer. For those who haven't heard, our senior prom will be held on May 14th at 6:30 p.m. at Legacy by Arthur Hills Golf Club near a beautiful tent. Here with more on that is our hardest working senior class advisor, Ms. Bonham. I'm sure you've been busy with planning our prom, so thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure. So first of all, I'm sure our seniors want to know what the prom will look like. Can you give us a brief description on how the prom will work?
Prom will be a little bit different this year, but we will still be able to provide a dinner, some activities along with a DJ, and still create that prom formal atmosphere.
That sounds great. So how will students be able to purchase tickets to go to this prom?
Tickets will go live on sale starting March 25th. Tickets will be $65 a piece. There will be an option to buy tickets in person during English classes. More on that from your English teachers. And there will also be an option to buy your tickets online. Once you buy your tickets, it's really important to also select your table. This year, we can only have 6 students per table, and we need a seating chart with that. So you'll be able to select who you're sitting with. That will be a sign-up genius, and those links will be shared in the senior Google Classroom and amongst your English classes.
And finally, of course, with everything that's going on, this will probably be not a traditional prom. So how will COVID-19 restrictions be implemented, like masks and size capacity?
Yeah, due to the virus, as everything has to have changed, masks will be required throughout the entire event, except for when you are eating. The size capacity tickets will be first come, first serve for Monroe High School students, along with our virtual students, along with Orchard students, anybody in Monroe Public Schools. However, for students outside of our district right now, we are not opening ticket sales for students outside of the district because of that size capacity limit. The other difference is it's going to be an outdoor event. It's safest with the air flow for us to have this large event outside. But it's under a tent. There is a cement pad under the tent. There will be sometimes you may have to walk on grass for a little bit of time as you're going between activities or from tent to tent. We'll have photo booths. We'll have outside giant Jenga. We have a giant Connect 4, DJ playing music. Though we have a DJ, currently we can't have a dance floor to the restrictions set by the CDC and the state. Those may change, and if those change, we'll definitely announce that. And if restrictions change, we'll announce and open more tickets as well.
Okay, thank you again for taking the time to be with us today. And stay tuned for more information on the prom.
Thanks, Ms. Bonham, for that. Our school administration would like to remind students as they come back to school that it is very important to wear your mask and properly social distance. If we can successfully stop the spread as we return to school, we can continue to return in a proper way. Here to give us a demonstration is our very own Megan Kane.
Attention. This is a public service announcement from Lotus Leaf.
With COVID cases continuing to rise in Michigan, I think it's important we remember one thing. This is a mask. This mask protects us from spreading or being exposed to COVID-19. Here's how to properly wear a mask. Here are a few examples of incorrect ways to wear masks. Please just wear your mask correctly, wash your hands, and stay safe.
PPI would like to announce this upcoming week's challenge. There will only be one next week. The challenge is to say something nice to a teacher. Teachers, especially now, do so much for us, and the least we can do is say something nice back to them. Remember to send your information in the Google form that your TFT teacher receives and record what a teacher says back to you to be entered in a chance to win a gift card.
One of the most unique classes offered at MHS is called Picture Books and Preschoolers. I always wanted to take that class. It's a class where Monroe High students get a chance to read a picture book to younger students. One of our hardest working editors, Gabby Anderson, is here to tell us more about that class. Take it away, Gabby.
So there's two classes. One is Picture Books and Preschoolers, which is sort of more of a focus on our littlest friends. So we typically work with preschool kids and young fives. And then the other class is Education Foundations, and that is a class for kids who are interested in going into careers in education. So like if you want to be a teacher or a counselor or a school psychologist or any kind of career in schools. So, and that's more of a comprehensive experience. So we work with elementary kids, middle school kids, like the whole gamut. They are both pretty hands-on. Like we do prep work, right? So we do some like in-class book work, research, things like that. But we also do a lot of hands-on work where we're with kids and working in classrooms and learning as much as we can about the field. So we're hoping that things will be more normal for next year. But if we're not totally normal, we can adapt the class to make it work. Teaching has expanded this year to a lot of virtual stuff, and so that needs to be part of our conversation in the classes now too, because there's no guarantee that we will always be in person. We might have distance learning days here and there. So anybody who's interested in the education field needs to have experience at that too. So there's no reason we can't make it work. So in Picture Books and Preschoolers, we work out of a book called Reading Magic. So we read chapters and then we do some research. They design, like before COVID, each student was assigned like a couple of little kids usually, because we worked with the young fives class we worked with at Custer was like a double class, so there were double the kids. So usually they would create lesson plans and stuff. So they wouldn't just read a book, they would do extension activities with the books with the kids too. So they might do a craft that goes with it, they might play a literacy game. Like there's lots of different things that my kids would plan and do. So the prep work prior to going in to see kids was researching different methods of getting them ready to read. Because Picture Books and Preschoolers isn't about teaching kids to read, it's about reading readiness. So it's all about getting kids to the point of where they're prepared and they've got the skills they need to be able to start learning how to read. And then Ed Foundations is a little different. We go into a lot of like education psychology, like there's like, we look at how different abilities come into play. We look at differentiated instruction, like really Ed Foundations is sort of like a college course you would take if you were going into teaching. I'm not totally sure. I mean, I do think we'll still be able to go into classrooms and work maybe on a smaller scale. Like I said, I'm hoping things get back to normal next year. But there's no reason that we can't do like reading buddies over Zoom or, you know, in breakout rooms, right? You could put all the kids in like with their buddies in breakout rooms so they can have individual group conversations with their little ones and read the books and that kind of thing too. So like there's lots of things that we can do to make it work. Obviously, it might look different if there's social distancing and stuff still required next year, but there's no reason we can't make it still valuable for both our little people and our high school kids.
Thanks, Gabby. One of the main things that separates Monroe Public Schools from other school districts is its career and technical education pathway. I followed one of our CTE teachers, Mr. Marchese, around his classroom to see what was going on. Here's a snippet of what our CTE department has to offer.
The opportunities that you have here at Monroe High School are far and above our surrounding districts. Our district right now is building a house for the community to buy. There are no other districts around us in the Monroe County area that are doing that. In addition to having a house that you can build, we also have a great architecture program where you can design that house. There's just so much opportunity at Monroe in the way of the career and technical education that supersedes anything you have in this county, in this region. All right, so another thing that I would like to show you is one of the latest planers from DeWalt. With this tool, I was able to take some of this rough cut lumber. As you can see, I got two pieces here. This piece is the original rough cut lumber, and this piece was actually attached to that. That was one whole board. And then after using the table saw to straighten this up, I was able to run this piece of wood like this through the planer, and now it comes out furniture grade red oak. It's a beautiful piece of wood. But these are the types of things that we can do in this classroom, and the projects are endless as to what you could use lumber like this for. The very sought after piece of wood here, this being red oak. People pay a lot of money for this type of material, and we have it right here in our shop, and we get to use it at our disposal. Students here at Monroe High, you have the chance to come into a great CT program, and you get to work with your hands and make projects. Just the other day, I brought in some logs from home, and I cut these on our own personal sawmill that we have in our shop. And I prepared a lot of this wood for students like yourself to come in and build projects like coffee tables and bookshelves and whatever your brain can come up with. We have the resources to create. So I'm encouraged by all the opportunity that I have here as a teacher, and encouraged by all the opportunity you have as a student. I'd love to see you down here using your hands, creating things, and just having a wonderful experience while you're here in high school at Monroe High.
Stay tuned for more updates about the opportunities that our CT department offers students here at Monroe High. Now, here's Delaney Sports. Take it away, Delaney.
I'm Delaney Setzler, here to give you this week's sports update. This Monday, boys and girls bowling competed in Saline. Varsity boys lost this meet 23-7. Girls varsity won 1-29, and JV boys won 2-28. Also this Monday, girls varsity basketball went to Ypsilanti Community and won 51-41. They competed yesterday at home against Lincoln High. Monroe won both JV and varsity games with a final varsity score of 57-39 and JV score of 51-38. The boys varsity basketball team also faced Ypsilanti Community on Monday. During this game, junior Xander Middleton scored a career high of 28 points. Senior Andrew McCarthy scored 15 points alone. The boys lost 61-66. On Tuesday, freshman boys went to Bedford High. Monroe won with a final score of 62-44. They played again last night at Lincoln. Varsity boys lost 61-53, and freshman boys lost 48-39. The JV boys team have been quarantined and unable to play this week. Last night, our wrestling team competed in districts. The boys lost to Woodhaven 77-6. Today, our boys and girls varsity bowling teams will compete at regionals at Score Lanes. And tomorrow, Monroe United Gymnastics will also be competing in regionals at Lakeland High School. That's all for sports. Back to you, Chansey.
The March Madness basketball competition will begin this year at 4:00 p.m. on Thursday, March 18th. Most of the games will be played in Indianapolis, Indiana. We'll be covering all of the games on Lotus Leaf with a bracket put together by our very own sports writer, Zach Everett. He's been pumping out a lot of great stories about sports lately. There will be a chance for you to vote on the winning team. Stay tuned for more updates on our social media.
The 63rd Annual Grammy Awards were held last Sunday on the 14th at CBS. The show was hosted by late comic Trevor Noah at the Los Angeles Convention Center. The event featured multiple performances by artists such as Taylor Swift and Cardi B. Beyoncé, with 9 nominations, now holds the record for most Grammy wins as a singer. Some notable wins include Billie Eilish, who won Best Record for Everything I Wanted, and Taylor Swift, who won Album of the Year for her album Folklore. Now here's Drake with his review of the night.
Hi, I'm Drake Carr. The 63rd Grammys were this week, and these were the highlights from the night. Beyoncé won Best R&B Performance for Black Parade, making it her 28th Grammy, becoming the woman who has won the most Grammys. Taylor Swift's album Folklore won Best Album of the Year. Taylor is now the first woman to win this award 3 times. Harry Styles' song Watermelon Sugar won Best Pop Solo Performance, making it his first Grammy. Megan Thee Stallion's song Savage featuring Beyoncé won Best Rap Song, and she also won Best New Artist. She is the first female rap artist to win this award since Lauryn Hill in 1999. Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande's song Rain on Me won Best Pop Duo Performance. Fiona Apple won Best Rock Performance and won Best Alternative Music Album for her album Vegetable Cutters. And Dua Lipa's sophomore album Future Nostalgia won Best Pop Vocal Album.
Thanks, Drake. To wrap up this broadcast, we have Megan Kane once again showing us how to make the delicious treats we always love her to make that we can take to school. That's pretty cool. Take it away, Megan.
Hi, I'm Megan Kane, and today I'm sharing some back-to-school snack ideas with you. The reason why I'm wearing something different is because my other intro got deleted. So let's just move on and get right into the video. Now I know you've already been back to school for a week, and I'm sorry that I didn't get to you sooner, but you can use these snacks next week too. Okay, first up we have homemade Uncrustables. These were my favorite snack as a kid, but now you can make them at home. All you need is white, soft bread. Make sure the bread is soft, that's very important. Mine wasn't soft enough and I ran into some issues along the way. And peanut butter and jelly, Nutella, honey, whatever you want to put in them. That's all you need. So this recipe is chia seed pudding. A lot of people think it's like gross just because of how it looks, but it's actually really good. All you need are chia seeds, some kind of milk, and sweetener. I added chocolate to mine and fruit, but you can add whatever you want. Promise it's actually good. The seeds just look weird. Next up we have cereal balls. There's probably a better name, but whatever. All you need is your favorite cereal, peanut butter, honey, and then I added cinnamon and vanilla to mine, but that's completely optional. I think these recipes will be perfect even if you're still at home or at school. Okay, so apparently the outro got deleted too, so that's what this is. I hope you try these recipes and I hope you like them. Hopefully they will make your school day a little bit easier. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Megan. That's all we have for you today. Remember, you're not alone. Try to remain positive and stay informed. Join us next week when we cover Women's History Month and plenty of other stories.
We will continue to keep our social media website updated during these fast-changing times. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media at Lotus Leaf Live. You can read the full stories and more on our website, lotusleaflive.com. I'm Samantha Drugel.
And I'm Chancey Boyce. We hope everyone is staying safe, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for watching.